Today on Riffs, Beards, and Gear, we check out part of a record-breaking pedal board. Back in July of this year, 2019, my longtime friend, Rob Scallon, wanted to attempt to break the record for world's largest electric guitar pedal board, and Sweetwater wanted to help him. Now, not surprisingly, Rob and Sweetwater accomplished the Guinness World Records achievement, and they now hold the record for the world's largest pedal board. And here today with me is part of that pedal board. Now, what they ended up doing is they basically got a whole bunch of individual pedal boards and put them together, and it was Rob's idea to kind of have each board be representative of that quote-unquote pedal. So there, instead of a fuzz pedal, there was a fuzz board, and there was a delay board, and an overdrive board, and they strung those together over 300 pedals, and they broke that thing. The record, that is, not the pedals. The pedals are fine. So what we're gonna do today is we're just gonna kind of play with the fuzz pedals. I have never actually tried out any of these with the exception of the Rev G3. Now the Rev G3 is obviously more of a distortion pedal, but it did end up on the fuzz board. Nonetheless, this is a Temple pedal board and everything is wired up and powered, and all I have to do is plug into it. And I'd also like to thank Rob Scallon for making sure that part of the award-winning pedal board was sent to me. So without further ado, let's plug this thing in and see what they sound like. Okay, so I'm in front of the pedal board, and this is the fuzz pedal board with some exceptions. Obviously, the Rev G3 is not a fuzz pedal, it's more of a distortion pedal, preamp kind of a thing. And the JHS Crayon overdrive is like a really gained out overdrive. It's kind of a fuzz, but it definitely belongs on the pedal board. And lastly, I will note that the Keeley fuzz, the dark side, has a fuzz on one side and like a chorus. I think you can switch between a phase shifter or univibe kind of a thing and a flange rotary, and there's some modulation effects over on this side. So I'm just gonna kind of play through them and comment on them as I do it, as Rob would want it, I think. So here is my clean channel tone. I am going into a Rev D20. This is straight into the front. Little bit of grit. I'm gonna start with the JHS Crayon overdrive. Whoa, I get sputtery. I'm gonna crank this preamp volume, I think. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's awesome. All knobs on 10. Whew. Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay, next is the Robert Keeley dark side. I'm gonna start with the fuzz side. Reminds me of a very Smashing Pumpkins kind of a fuzz. I really like how aggressive it is. Ugh. That pedal's pretty cool. The next one is the Source Audio Kingmaker Fuzz. Again, that's the clean channel that I am working with. Oh, there's an octave on this one. Woo! Source Audio Kingmaker, pretty cool. Okay, this is the Keeley Fuzz Bender. I have a feeling this will be very 60s sounding. Yep. This kind of sounds like a Fuzz Face with an EQ kind of thing. It's nice. The Fuzz Face is not my personal favorite, although this is nice. Normally what I don't like about a Fuzz Face is the lack of EQ control. So the Fuzz Bender is nice. Moving on to the 850 Fuzz Mini from Ibanez. This is a lot of fun. I like that a lot. That's my favorite so far. I like that one a lot. Moving on to the Friedman Fuzz Fiend. This is a 2-powered fuzz pedal with something called a rage pedal. I actually didn't know Friedman made a fuzz pedal, so this is new to me. Ooh, let's turn the volume down on that guy. That's nice. I'm not sure what the rage does. Oh, it's a momentary switch to like go. I wonder if it overdrives the tube. Okay. So you hold down the momentary foot switch, that's the rage, and it just goes nuts and it just gains out on itself. Wow. That's pretty cool. Friedman Fuzz Fiend. Cool name too. Moving on to the Walrus Audio Warhorn. Just a straight up the middle fuzz pedal. I appreciate that. Walrus Audio Warhorn. Next, the Velvet Fuzz from Wampler. I have never heard of this pedal or seen it before. Don't know what to expect. Although I will say the Fuzzstration from Wampler, I love how Wampler does fuzzes. So I wouldn't expect this to be like a Fuzz Face. That's all I know. Oh. That is lovely. Oh, I love that. I'm on the tight setting. Let's go to big setting. Yeah, I don't like that. I like tight. I love that. Velvet, okay, that's the new favorite. The Velvet Fuzz from Wampler. Oh, that's a great pedal. Okay, the Rev G3, I'm very familiar with it. I own it. Rev G3 pedal, amazing, heavy. It's all there. And last but not least, the Wampler Sovereign Distortion. Guess this is not much of a fuzz and more of a distortion. Fuzzy distortions, crunchy. I like it. Vintage setting. Modern setting. And that is the fuzz section for the record-breaking Pedalboard that Rob Scallon and Sweetwater collaborated on and successfully got the record for. Pretty cool. Once again, I would like to thank Rob Scallon, my good buddy, to making sure that I got a piece of a world record holding pedalboard. And thank you to Sweetwater and all the manufacturers for making all of that possible as well. And I even got a nice little Guinness World Records certificate saying I was a participant in the whole thing. Teeny tiny role in that whole thing, but you know what? It's a lot of fun and it's a huge honor, and I am super proud of any amount of participation that I could have had as well. All applicable links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.